You may know her as Veronica Mars or Sarah Marshall, maybe even Gossip Girl, but now you get to know Kristen Bell in a new comedy that mixes magic and romance. It's called When in Rome, and Kristen Bell is here fresh from last night's Golden Globe ceremony. You had a long night.
I did. Or a very short night, depending on how you look at it with the red eye.
Exactly. So, you know, watching at home last night, it was clear there was a real different feeling in the room at this award ceremony because of Haiti. What was it like to be there?
I think it was different in a great way, in like a recognized way. It was a very warm feeling in the room with, I guess, the sense of solidarity. There were a lot of good people in that room last night that are sort of leading the charge of trying to help these people. And I know George Clooney's organizing a big telethon, and Maggie Gyllenhaal and Tobey Maguire said a bunch of kind words, and I think everyone's just hoping that we don't stop talking about it in a week.
No, we're not going to stop talking about it for a long time because there's a lot to do there, as Charles McCormick was just saying. But you almost made headlines last night in a different way. You were about to give your award to Chloe Sevigny, and I heard maybe a little wardrobe malfunction?
Oh, yes, I think, well, it wasn't my dress, it was her dress, but it did scare the crap out of me, but basically she walked up on stage, and I think whoever was walking with her had ripped her dress, and she yelped, and it was, oh, see, and I acknowledge it. I'm really frightened for a second, and then I get off stage. Oh, gosh, you're slow-moing. Oh, that's right. Oopsies. And then I'm standing off to the side laughing for about 3 minutes, just thanking God that no one went down.
The movies When in Rome, and it was your first chance to actually get there.
Yes, I had never been. I'm from Detroit, so I didn't have a lot of dreams to travel in my life. You don't really do that, I guess, in Detroit. And Rome was so fantastic, and like nothing I'd ever seen. And the food there was, I'm such a foodie, was unbelievable.
It's the best in the world.
The best in the world.
And tell us a little bit about the story.
The story is basically a twist on your normal romantic comedy. There's a lot more regular comedy in this, a little less romance, but it's about a girl who goes to Rome for her sister's wedding, gets tipsy, takes some coins out of the fountain as a souvenir, and those 5 guys start to stalk her around New York City.
All over the place.
All over the place.
I love your tagline on Twitter, on your Twitter account. It says 5'1" is the new 6'2".
Yeah.
I might steal that.
Do it.
But it leads to a clip about the show where one of your characters in very close quarters with most of the cast. Take a look.
Need to be at the Guggenheim.
We take my car. I just bring her from Italia.
You have a car?
It's multi grande. But no, it'll be fine.
You guys comfortable up there?
No, where's the keys? I just have the keys in your apartment.
Have the key. Wow. Get the keys.
Ay, ay, ay.
Damn, what I am. Annoying. Who makes this car? Fisher Price?
In Italia, this is a mid-size car.
In America, it's a clown car.
Danny DeVito looked fine.
It was so, well, that's Danny's car. He let us borrow his car, yeah.
Makes perfect sense.
It's not his car. But he and I were more comfortable than the boys because 3 of them were over 6 feet tall. And I'm not kidding you, it's smaller than it looks in that clip. It's about this wide.
You had a lot of people in that tiny car.
Yeah, it was
One
cramped.
of them, though, it had to be easy for you because one of them is your boyfriend, Jack Shepard. What was that like, working with him?
It was great. I mean, he's a blast to hang out with in general, and we work really well together. And, yeah, he had a hard time in the car, though, because he's 6'2".
So he had to fold up those knees.
He did. He was cramped.
And your next project was Cher and Christina Aguilera?
Burlesque, which we're shooting right now. Is a lot of fun. A lot more women in this movie. All men in When in Rome, but the girls are really great. I mean, I think with that many women on set, you would think it would be a giant cat fight, but it's not. Everyone is really cool and really talented and gets along great. It's kind of amazing.
Kristen Bell, thanks very much. The movie is called When in Rome. It opens nationwide on January 29th. We'll be right back.